G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Subnautica with Mags. So I've had a few people asking why I haven't been making Subnautica videos recently, why they've dropped off a little bit. And, well, that little lag you saw just then is exactly why. Since the last patch went through, there have been large amounts of frame drops, there have been some audio glitches, a huge number of things have actually found their way into the game, which really makes for some horrible videos. There was always a little bit of pop-in, but that wasn't too much of an issue, but now the actual gameplay itself has, well, it's not particularly smooth. It's been a reported issue. I've tried everything I can on my end to try and smooth it out. I have, for those of you who are unaware, I recently upgraded my PC, so I'm playing on a Skylake i7 with a GTX 980. I've got high-speed DDR3 RAM on board, and I've even tried moving the game to an SSD, and that has not helped at this time. So this is more of an update to give you guys, hit the wall there, an idea of exactly what I've been up to in the game, but I'll be holding off until the next major patch, which the developers seem to drop about once a month in order to hopefully have them fix a few things before I start going back to doing Subnautica videos commonly. So what have I been up to? Well, I have been recording and I have been expanding a base, but the glitches have made the video rather horrible to look at. This is what I've been up to so far on the island. Now, I'm going to build my primary base on the island, mainly because while I do want to build in the unsafe deep areas, I need access to thermal or nuclear plant technology in order to be able to do it, and I don't have either of those at the moment. I do have access to solar and biological reactors. Solar power is great near the surface, it is useless in the deep water, or very close to useless in the deep water. And the biological reactors are great. I haven't built one yet, but as I understand they are great, but they do require a constant supply of organic material in order to fuel them and make them run, and the island provides large amounts of that. So this will be my primary base for the moment, and this is what I've been doing. Now I'm building on the, it's not really a lake, but the hole in the center of the island. I hit the wall a couple of times. The hole in the center of the island, because at the moment there is no Cyclops Dock, and I'm hoping to build the Cyclops sometime in the near future. So I'm going to use the island itself as my Cyclops Dock, and I arrived just in time for an eclipse. That is pretty. I should also note the graphics may not be quite as sharp as previous videos. I've had to drop the graphics down to recommended in order to try and stop some of the lagginess from popping up. It gets rid of some of it, but not all of it. Again, it seems to be an optimization issue that hopefully will be fixed soon. So the idea is I'm going to dock the Cyclops in here once it's built, and this is going to be expanded out to contain basically a whole number of fish tanks where I'll start collecting my specimens and storing them, as well as growing whatever materials I need. So this is the main dock area. There is the tunnel that leads to the surface over here, as well as the tunnel at the end, which leads up. Before we go into the base, we'll go up here, because I have built a little bit up here. Up near the surface here, I am building my farming area, which at the moment is just a metal tray and a couple of planters. Now, I haven't gone back up to that observation point and scanned everything yet. As a few people pointed out, I missed a couple of things when I was up there. It happens. When you're doing a video live recording, you got to try and think of what is going on, or what you're going to do next, as well as what you're currently doing, and occasionally you do miss stuff. I will travel up there and pick up the last log and go through it for you guys if you wish, as well as scan the last objects up there at some point. So we have our hanging fruit trees, which give a large supply of food, which I will actually collect a couple of now. Actually, my inventory is full, so I better go empty that. We shortcut down. Well, there's no fall damage, so we can definitely shortcut down to the top of the base. And this is the surface section of the base at the moment. We have a little bit of storage in here, which as you can see, I've been collecting a large amount of titanium. I think no space in that one either. I'm going to have to build another one of those. What are the requirements? Where are we at? Power. Storage, glass and titanium too. Well, we have plenty of titanium. I'm mainly collecting titanium at the moment because I want to store as much as I can for the expansion of the base, and then I'm going to go look for more quartz and specific materials for glass and everything else that I need. There we go. put that away. And we'll move all of this out. I've got some lithium, so I can build some reinforcements as well. It's actually something else. I think I mentioned it in the last video that's popped up since the last patch. You'll notice there is a slight vibration to the menus. It's on almost everything in the game. I'm assuming that it's something else that's related to whatever's been done within the game. But then this is what early access is about. Little glitches happen. I'm not too concerned. I'm just going to have to hold off for a little bit before continuing to put videos up. Now, I haven't built any way down into the rooms below. I've just built the rooms straight. I'm using the rooms to terraform the island at this point, so I can drill the holes. I've got my desk, which looks straight onto where the Cyclops will eventually be docked. And I'm going to have to get a terraformer so I can clear out a little bit of extra space in here, so I can actually have the room to bring the Cyclops up safely. I think I've tried to dock it in here once before, and there wasn't quite enough room, so I'm going to have to clear some stuff out. So we'll go back up here. I'm just going to quickly grab some food. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough. There we go. Problem solved. Water and food back up. So, yeah, I'm going to build a farming area up here. There will be more trees planted over time, and I'll be trying to grow as much organic material as I can. So once I've built the bioreactor, it can... I really should just build a way of... Maybe if I build this up and then build a bridge out to this section so I can just walk straight into the base from the farming area. That would be pretty cool. So I can have access to all the organic material I need to run the bioreactors. Now, underneath, this is going to be expanded down, and I'm going to have Seamoth docks built on it, off of it, rather once I have access to the Seamoth blueprints. And this section shall be expanded down all the way to the sort of the lowest pillars of the island with a observation port, and you'll notice the small lights that I've been building on the outside of the base, so the place is lit up at night time. It'll have a large number of those on board. The idea is to use this as guidance, so I guide in on the lights to find the hole. I'm probably going to build something else off the other side of the, let's call it the lake, off the other side of this lake, so I can see where the two pardon me, so I can see where the longest distance is between the two, and I can park the Cyclops between the two pillars and surface, and it should bring me up into the surface of the lake perfectly every single time. So it just seems the most logical place to start, and I will be expanding rooms all down this side, which will have my tanks for the storage of my organics that I collect. I think I might expand this platform around too and expand it up here to this walkway so I can get up to the surface this way. I actually haven't used this path much. I'm not entirely sure exactly where it comes out on the island. When does it pop out? It pops out on Stalker Bay side of the island, although I knew that, so it's a little bit further down. I think, if I remember correctly... Oh, lithium. I'll take that. I need that. Oh, more lithium. Hey, more reinforcements. I'm going to need it if I build a big base. I think that drop down over there is the beach. So if I get access to the terraformer, I might actually cut an easy path through to the beach as well. So I don't have to climb over everything. Because my navigation of land masses in this game, as we have seen in previous episodes, is not what you will call fantastic. So yeah, this is what I've been up to in the game in this point. So I'm going to do a little bit of building here today. Probably shouldn't have... I'll need access to that observation point. I'm going to need access to glass and stuff too as well. Just want to jump in and have a quick look. What do I need for the tanks? Where are the tanks? That's the bioreactor. Lubricant and 4 titanium. I don't have any lubricant, so I'm going to have to go back and get some. 4 glass and titanium. Yeah, I don't have enough to build the large aquariums yet. You hear that crackling in the audio, that's what I'm talking about. Since I've shut off the music, it's less noticeable, but it's definitely still there. Ladders we can deal with, though. I'm going to have to build the ladders at some point. So we're going to do a little bit of expansion with the ladders. We'll just take a whole bunch of this quickly. we'll expand the ladders down here. Back wall. And we go another ladder. Can't remember if I built 3 or 4. No, I only built 3 down. So this one, if we build a ladder, why won't it let me build the ladder here? Because this is the point that I built the tube going down. There should be a ladder that I can build here. Okay, that's interesting. No matter. Oh, that's the ladder down into this section built then anyway. Still get the water effect as you travel through there. Actually, you can see the water ladder. So anyway, yes, this is where my base will be built at this time. And the other reason I decided to build here is because I had a lot of people asking in the comment section for me to build on the island. So again, this is only going to be a short update video. I really need these glitches to be fixed because it doesn't sound right and it doesn't look particularly good when you're not running on maximum graphics and you've got this constant crackling in the audio. But this is what I have been up to, and I built all this attempting to make a video, but the video quality was not up to my standard for the channel. So hopefully we'll have Subnautica back on the channel very soon, but it's going to be on hiatus until at least the next patch, where hopefully they will fix all of this up. I have no doubt they will. There have been glitches in the past similar to this one, and the next major patch has always knocked them out, so I'm pretty sure it won't be a problem. Anyway, I'm going to take a seat in this chair, and we will hold off here until the next episode. I do love the fact that you can see the lights moving around in the outside. At night time this looks great. The problem is the lights consume more power than I'm generating, so I'm going to need to get those bioreactors in soon. Anyways, ladies and gents, sorry for such a short video. There will be more in future videos coming. We just got to wait for a few updates to come through. Until next time, click like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. Dive smart, dive safe, and I'll catch you in the depths.